Hello everyone. Today I'd like to talk about the Dunning-Kruger effect and how it applies to martial arts. Now, this is something you might experience, particularly if you've been in a program like Kung Fu or karate where it could take about 5 years to get your black belt. So when people come in and they're new to the art, their humility level is here. They know that they don't know anything about the art. But as you train and you go up in belts, you start getting your green and your brown belt, you might start thinking you know something, which is fair enough. But what happens to a lot of people when they get up there into their black, their second black and stuff, is they end up here. Okay, so they go through life thinking they can kick everybody's ass, and so what happens to some of these people is they also get their asses kicked, and some of them end up in hospital. And so that might be humiliating for them, or as you go along you start to realize that there's a whole lot more to learn and we're just getting started. But then as you go on to higher levels of mastery, your humility level is going to come back much lower, and almost as low as where it was. So anyways, I'm going to share the graph now. I brought this up in a couple other videos, but if you're just interested in the discussion of martial arts, I'm going to put this in my martial arts playlist because this is where it ties in. Something that we experience in the martial arts world is seeing people who come in and they learn for a while and they start to get good at it. They start to get the idea, but they can get really arrogant and ignorant and they can end up here for a while. But I hope that people will progress and become humble enough to realize. So we kind of start over. Sometimes we have to start over and be on a more humble path of learning in the martial arts. Okay, I have been doing martial arts off and on since the summer I turned 12. And I've experienced that same thing. So I know what it's like to feel. And there is some truth in it that you do have an advantage over common people by taking martial arts, but you don't want to have a false sense of confidence and underestimate other people and stuff like that. So if you've been doing Asian martial arts like karate and kung fu, and once you try Brazilian jiu-jitsu and wrestling, you start to realize how much you've been missing out of your training. So that's something I've experienced by moving up to Montana. And now I really want to keep training on that stuff more and add it to my overall training. So I've been in the valley of despair at some point where I'm just like, wow, I really should have been training on this all along, and that would have made me a better martial artist. So once I get resettled and reorganized, I've been calling my martial arts playlist the Fat Old Black Belt, because in order for me to stay in shape, I got to stay in class. And so I'm just going to work my ass off and try to get back into a settled position. I'm thinking about going back to Denver, and if I do, then I will eventually get back into class, because that's the secret, is you got to find the right class. And watch out for this if you do find a class to train at. Everybody have a great day. Keep training. I'll talk to you soon.